Hello, everybody. Amanda Davis here, Avon Independent Sales Representative for New Avon LLC in the United States of America. And I wanted to go live tonight and speak a minute about ways to prevent breast cancer in honor of our Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the Avon's initiative, the Avon Foundation Breast Cancer Promise, which is something that I'll bring some more information about. And basically, though, the promise is that women will be made aware of the risks of breast cancer, signs of breast cancer, like how you can prevent it, those kinds of things. And also, um, you know, just that their funds for the Avon Foundation are going to go towards those awareness programs, such as this video, which this is just something I'm doing as an independent representative. But basically just they're doing programs out there to make sure that women are made aware of all of this information so that we can be educated and just hopefully prevent breast cancer, but also when we get the breast cancer, be able to come back from it. Because cancer is something that a lot of times, if it's caught early enough, you can come back from it. And I know women but men can be affected by breast cancer too. But in particular, breast cancer is one that a lot of times people do come back. Now, I do not have the statistics in front of me, but I know that I see out there in the world where people are saying, well, I had it, but I'm okay now. And it's just something that it's a hard topic to talk about, but at the same time, we really just want to be aware of it. So, as far as a couple of ways to prevent it, you do want to just basically stay healthy as you can anyway. Doing things that, make sense to that as far as your healthy diet and, making sure that you're going to your checkups and things that you're supposed to. And also, exercise was a big thing that I saw when I was trying to look up some ways. The Avon Foundation at avonfoundation.org has a little bit of information, but I also Googled and was looking at the American Cancer Society and then the Mayo Clinic, as far as just in particular some other things that they had out there. So exercise was a big one that I came across. And then just limiting your alcohol intake and, of course, not smoking. Again, like I said, some of it is things that in general you're thinking, well, hopefully I'm doing some of these things anyway, because if I want to be healthy, I want to be healthy, right? But it's just still sometimes good to see that. So those were most of the things I came across for things like that. And then it also said something about breastfeeding if you have that opportunity. And I would say even pumping. A lot of women nowadays, they don't necessarily breastfeed, but they do the pump, and their child still gets the breast milk. And I would think even the pumping would work because essentially you are breastfeeding, because I think, and I don't know this for sure, but I think what it is to do with something with how the nodes that are in our chest that are used for the milk and everything, it's something to do with that milk being produced and the movement of the milk through it. But I don't know that for sure. So ask your medical professional why that would help. But anyway, but that was a recommendation. And plus, I know just in general, there's a big movement towards that as far as it just being a little healthier for your baby. Sometimes you don't have a choice, and that's, you don't have a choice. But I do know most of the moms that I have known lately, what they did was if they were not breastfeeding, they did the pump or they did a combination. And it's because it is important if you're able to, and if your child is able to take it. Because I think it was my mom was telling me that she couldn't have breast milk as a baby, or cow's milk or anything like that. So they ended up having to get her some kind of, I think it was her mom didn't produce enough milk, so they were trying to give her formula, and she couldn't have the formula, and she had all these allergies. But anyway, so as far as ways to prevent breast cancer, breastfeeding, exercise, you want to stay healthy as much as you can, and part of that is, of course, limiting your alcohol intake, and then the smoking. And I didn't specifically see anything about the alcohol as far as like what it was saying, because I know there's different studies out there saying that certain kinds of alcohol and certain amounts of it are actually healthy for you. But I would say if you are consuming it in a healthy amount, you're probably fine. I mean, because you're healthy. But if you were over consuming it, which is something you really shouldn't want to be doing anyway if you're trying to stay healthy, I think that's kind of what I got from that research. But again, this information came from avonfoundation.org as well as Mayo Clinic website and the American Cancer Society website. And then as far as the Avon Foundation, what I'd like to do this month is talk to you a little bit more about the foundation and what the foundation does and what so one of their studies, and this is why I decided to come out with this video, said something about how women were not aware of the signs. So I plan to do a video on the signs as well as, just the overall general knowledge over things like they didn't know that exercise was a good way to prevent it. So there you go. Exercise is a good way to prevent it. Plus, it's just important to exercise anyway and stay healthy. And then there was a couple of other statistics that were interesting that I'm going to be sharing on this page, and I'll probably end up doing a video to bring some of the statistics out there too. So that's some of my plans for this month in addition to my normal videos that I do. And I also would like to do some information on the Speak Out Against Domestic Violence, because Avon's two main causes are the Breast Cancer Crusade and then the Speak Out Against Domestic Violence. But since this one's about the Breast Cancer Crusade, just so you're aware, our Shop for the Greater Goods, which I've posted a couple of things about that and I plan to post more. But if you go to any Avon Reps website, we have the Shop for the Greater Goods, which is the Breast Cancer Crusade and Speak Out Against Domestic Violence fundraising products. This year, Avon has decided that 20% of net profits from the Breast Cancer Crusade products are going to, and the Speak Out products, but for the breast cancer, 20% are going to be donated up to $1 million in this year, in 2017. So beyond 2017, they'll still obviously donate. I don't know how they're going to work it out, but the notation specifically says 20% of net profits of the products sold in 2017. So that's the stuff that just came out through the holiday season. And there's some really cute things, actually. Like, these are something that was old that I don't believe we have them anymore. But this was Breast Cancer Crusade earrings. My necklace that's hiding was a Breast Cancer Crusade necklace, and it says hope on it. And then I was wearing a bracelet too. And these are all former products that we actually don't have this year, but we had some pretty bangles, bracelets. We had a necklace, a beautiful statement necklace. And then there's another statement necklace that's, it's an interesting, I wouldn't call it beautiful per se, but it's a very nice necklace. I've seen it on some women. It's kind of like it's a chain, and then it's got like the breast cancer ribbon concoction. Anyway, thank you for popping on. So some really nice stuff in the Shop for the Greater Goods. And just know that those causes are going to go towards, or those funds are going to go towards awareness programs and research programs too. Avon has actually donated over $1 billion to these women causes, and the exact statistics are on the avonfoundation.org website. But anyway, but that's one reason I decided to come out there today and do this video. So to recap, ways to prevent: exercise, stay healthy in general, and do your common things as far as trying not to smoke, limiting your alcohol intake, breastfeeding if applicable, if you have that opportunity, and also just being aware of your body. I just did a video on Periscope about this same topic on my Twitter, @AmandaBeautyTip, and it's my Periscope handle too. And anyway, but I decided to go ahead and come live on Facebook Live too, because the video, the sound didn't save when I saved it to my phone gallery to upload it, so I figured better do the video again. But anyway, but it should be fine on Periscope if you watch it on Periscope or Twitter. But that aside, Man, I lost my train of thought. Live video for you. But I was talking about the knowing your body, and I did a little bit of a tangent in the Twitter or Periscope video where I was saying, just sometimes when you know something's off and you're afraid to go to the doctor, but you really just need to, because usually the earlier they can catch something or find something, I say catch as far as like thinking, strep throat and that kind of thing, but just in general, the earlier they can find something, the more chance they have that you can come back from it. And so that's why it's so important to know your body, and when something feels off, as much as you don't want to make a doctor appointment, and hey, we all get it, sometimes you just have to, because you need to bring the professionals in. And Google is not your friend with medical issues. Like, let's just be frank on that one, because if you Google everything, you're going to think you're dying every day. But anyway, because I know from experience, you want to go to Google and Google your symptoms, and then you think, oh my gosh, what do I have wrong? And it's allergies, But anyway, we all know what it is. But yeah, just in general, know yourself. And if something feels off, you have to go to the doctor so that they can hopefully find it and figure out what's going on. And you have to be an advocate for yourself. So not only go to the doctor and listen to what the doctor is saying, but if you need to, seek out those second and third opinions, because sometimes, unfortunately, our doctors don't know it all, or they think they know it and they prescribe some kind of solution and it doesn't help. And so you have to know, you have to be enough of an advocate for your own health to be like, excuse me, but whatever is not working, there's still something not right, those kinds of things. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you found this video informational. I would appreciate a share if you come across it. And also, I think I will probably end up uploading a copy to YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, I do appreciate that as well. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And same with Facebook Live here. Feel free to comment your opinions, share, and also like my page if you're not already liking my page. And just know it's just one of those things that, as hard as it is to talk about it, we want to just be aware. And of course, just in general, being healthy, in the end, it's going to make your life easier. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see everybody next time. Bye, guys.